Scott, and you've tuned in to Off the Cuff on WJZZ Cool TV, streaming live on YouTube, Facebook, and all top major social media platforms. Hey, it's an honor and a pleasure to have you here with us tonight. Thank you for tuning in. I want to take a minute to wish and announce it over the air on my show the birthday of Bobby Rogers, founding member of the Miracles, a couple of days ago. But I had the honor of performing with him for a number of years. And also Smokey Robinson. They were both born on the same day. Amazing. And ended up working together for 60 plus years. Wow. Wow. I mean, that's wonderful. So happy birthday, Smokey. Happy belated birthday to Bobby Rogers and all his family, celebrating the day he came and graced us with his presence on this in this life. We want to also wish a happy birthday to all of those who had birthdays on my Facebook. The list is way too long for me to mention. So I want you all to know on Facebook, Instagram, Twitch. Wow, I can't even name all of them. Hey.
All social
Anyway,
media.
but happy birthday to all of you. I love you. Thank you for visiting my sites and supporting what we do here at WJZZ Cool TV. So having said that, tonight we have a really good friend of mine. We've gotten awards together.
Yeah, we did.
We've hung out a little bit. We know each other pretty good.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah.
This brother is extremely talented.
Well, thank you.
I'm proud to have him on my show here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you about Eddie Hughes, Detroit's own Eddie Hughes. Yes, a fantastic boy. He's going to tell you his story. We're going to let him go and tell you guys all of what's going on, so you can kind of know what's going on. My whole mission here on Off the Cuff is to expose as many people that are doing things significant in the Detroit entertainment industry. I'm going to get to some of those other ones that I love. So like Misty Love and wow, all those great people down there at Burt's, and I want to also give a shout out to Burt's as well. Eddie Hughes.
Yeah.
Eddie Hughes. Ladies and gentlemen, Eddie Hughes. How you doing, man?
I'm good, brother. I'm good.
Glad
First
to
of
have
all, let me say thank you to you, Mark Scott, at WJZZ Cool TV. Yeah, I'm really proud and happy to be here. It's been a busy month for me, but I'm happy to be here. I'm happy I can make it. First of all, can I just say I want to, all who know prayer, just pray for my mom right now. We're going through a tough time. But, I made it out because I promised, and I'm a man of my word, that I would be here. So, yes, I'm here. So we're going to have this interview, and I want everybody to know who I am. And, I know some people, it's kind of new, but I do have some people who do know who I am. And for those of you who know who I am and have seen me perform, thank you for tuning in. And for you who don't know, I can't wait to see you. I can't wait to see
See,
you.
now that's Eddie. That's Eddie. That's Eddie Hughes. He's just now getting back in the country. This brother has been moving around while I've been taking care of business.
Yeah.
He's been outperforming, and so I'm going to ask you a few questions to start it out. We're going to go back to so they'll know a little bit about your personal life.
Oh,
Okay,
boy.
as far as the entertainment and music goes, tell the people how you started singing.
Okay,
what's the
okay.
root of your singing? What's your what was your motivation in your youth?
Okay, well, I had a brother who was very talented brother. I mean, he got overseas opportunities and scholarships, and he passed away at an early age, but he inspired me. and I had my mom and her family had a group called the Stars of Harmony.
Stars of Harmony,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. And they had an old group and they used to sing with BB King would come through and a couple of the old groups and stuff. I got to see quite a few old groups come through there.
Oh, you come through your home?
No, come through the church.
Oh, through the church.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah. They knew him from the
Oh
church
yeah.
area, yeah.
Oh yeah. What's the
So
name of
it
your
all
church? What's the name
started
of
at
the
church, Christ Temple Baptist
Oh,
Church
okay.
in
I get it.
Woolaron,
Yeah, I
not
get it.
Ipsy, in Woolaron, Michigan. Yeah, I get in trouble if I don't do that right, but yeah, so it started at an early age. I had other cousins that sang, and they were pretty good. A guy named Marvin Miller, some people may know him. Um, anyway, I started singing, and it was fun. But I moved away and I played some sports, so I left and got a scholarship to go play football at West Virginia University. And I had a band there as I played football. And we got a chance to do a little bit on the radio, and I had a couple guys that weren't that good. They were entertaining, but so we had fun, and
But you were growing during that time.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It was still
a-
football,
Sure.
and that was the main thing. And I came back home after football. I got released from the Lions. I was with the Lions, free agent.
Oh, stop. I didn't know that. Back up.
Yeah.
Run it back.
Run it back, run it back.
Run back.
Yeah.
Detroit Lions.
I signed with the Detroit Lions.
What
in
year was that?
1983.
83. Okay. What position were you playing?
Outside linebacker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it was
Oh,
a very fun time in my life. And
Okay.
they hazed me when I got there. And part of their hazing was they wanted me to sing, and they wanted me to sing Sadie. And I got up there and I started singing, and they were shocked. They just left me alone after I was singing because it sounded good to them. And so I've had some fun.
Detroit Lions.
Yeah.
Now that's something I didn't know about you, Eddie.
Yeah, yeah,
I didn't know that, bro.
You know Larry Lee, right?
I've heard the name. I don't
Yeah,
know.
Larry Lee in the back in the day, man.
No, I'm not from Detroit.
Oh,
Is that
okay,
in Detroit?
okay. Yeah, yeah. Well,
Okay.
he's from he's here quite a bit.
Uh-huh.
He was in camp with me, so I seen him a couple
Is he
times.
still performing?
Yeah,
Is he really?
man, they got a bad band.
Oh, you ought to call him, man.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah,
I
give me
will.
his number.
Yeah.
I'll get him on the show. We can
Oh,
talk
Larry
about
Lee
it.
is bomb. Yeah. Anyway,
What's his name again?
Larry Lee.
Larry Lee.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He was a
Okay.
defensive tackle.
I should know that.
Offensive tackle, rather. My bad.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, Larry. Yeah,
Okay.
sorry. But yeah, man, Larry and we got to talk a little bit, and he was trying to have me come on to his show, and I told him, yeah, well, when the opportunity presents itself, I will. So I'm always open to do something.
Oh, for sure. For
You know,
sure.
yeah.
For sure.
I
I thank
never-
you for coming in here tonight.
Oh, Mark,
This
man, I had to come.
absolutely a pleasure, man.
Yeah,
we've
I'm-
been talking about it for
Hey,
about a
look,
month
we
now.
we won the awards together, right?
Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I guess I better get to that because I get
Well, no,
off
take
sidetracked.
your time. I'm curious about this lion experience that you had.
Oh, okay. Well,
know.
I can go back a little deep.
Did you play any?
Did I
any,
play?
any games or whatever?
What?
Oh, look at you. Okay, I'm sorry. My
Excuse me. Let me fix my hat.
bad. Did I play?
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
So you was on the team with Barry then, huh?
No, Barry was a baby, man. Barry is quite a bit. I was on there with Billy Sims.
Oh, Billy. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Me and Billy Sims. Billy's a wild guy.
Oh,
Yeah. But I
Those are fun times.
it was fun, but my fun came to an end. I was the last player released.
Mm-hmm.
And the way they released me was heartbreaking. It was devastating. Last day, they had made all the final cuts. I was getting welcome. I was about to go take my rookie picture, and I was all happy. And coach had gave me his car to go home and celebrate the night before with a trunk full of beer. Man, I was in heaven.
Oh man.
Came back, got to camp, and they said, Monty want to see you in the office. I'm like, well, what Monty want? Maybe he gonna congratulate me some more, you know.
Uh-huh.
So I go prancing in the office, and he tells me, he's like, "You're a good, hard-nosed kid. Anything I can do for you, you let me know. But Ken Fanchetti, he signed with us, and he was holding out, and he decided to take what we offered him, and you had the spot." And I was like, "So what we gonna do?" He said, "I'm gonna put you on a 48-hour waiver, and anybody can pick you up." Well, Mark, I don't know if you know too much about the football thing, but
A little bit.
look, man, 48 hours and you in the week preparation before the first game is no time to be getting picked up by a team.
Of course not.
You know, so at that point, my coach from West Virginia called me. I had about a half a semester left to graduate. He said, "Ed, you're a good, hard-nosed kid. Come on back and graduate. I'll pay for it." So I was like, "Okay, cool."
Well, God was still had his hand
Well,
in the mix on
yeah,
that.
yeah. You know, well,
He had other plans for you, bro.
I am definitely a religious person, and
for
I
sure.
can move on past the football now.
That's right.
Because my dad used to tell me, he'd say, "Eddie, when things don't work out, don't get mad. Just turn the page. It's another chapter." So that's what I've been doing, man. So, you know, from the football, I turned the page, and I got into the gospel. And
we gonna hold you right there for a minute, okay?
Okay.
Just for a second, we're gonna let you catch your breath. My goodness, you got so much to talk
bro,
about.
I told you.
Bruh, this is off the chain. I love it. I
Oh,
love
man.
it. We're gonna do a station ID. You're watching Off the Cuff on Wjzz Cool TV. So we want to thank you for tuning in with Mr. Eddie Hughes. We're streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and other top social media platforms. So you can like us, share us, absolutely share us.
Yeah.
Leave a comment. We want to know what you hear, what you think. If you like the show, you like the guest, who you would like to see on the show. This is a wonderful thing. And then subscribe to WJZZ Cool TV, and you can see all the great interviews and shows that happen on this network, and you will love it. I mean, we cover a whole gambit of stuff. I personally, with my show, we cover any and everything having to do with entertainment. That's sports, acting, stage, plays, dance, singers, rappers, whatever. If it's coming out of Michigan or any place else in the world, you know, we had Don Diego on last week, a week before, and he's out of Dallas, Texas. I'm going to give him a shout out. But thank you for watching WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest station in the world. So back to
the church.
Eddie Hughes.
Back to the church.
Okay, so you came out of football.
Yeah.
And you had your experience with that. Wasn't really a bad one.
No, I mean, I had an opportunity.
Yeah, it was there. And had you wanted to pursue it, you probably could have went on and did some
I
things
had a
with some other
contract
groups.
with Green Bay,
Okay.
and I decided to turn it down. My dad was like, "Son, you can make more money in the plant than what they offered you." It was like terrible.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Green Bay Packers.
Green Bay offered me like 30,000, and I was like, no, I'm not gonna get beat up for 30,000.
No.
You know.
No. I know some guys that played like for Cincinnati and then I got they came from Flint actually.
Yeah.
Reggie, and then another really good spiritual brother of mine. His name is Melford Edwards,
Okay.
and he played for Miami of Ohio.
Okay.
And he had an opportunity to go and do some stuff. He chose not to. He did like you did. He chose to go a
Well,
different
I
route.
mean, you got to think about the. I started as a freshman at West Virginia, and I played all 4 years. Something that's pretty rough on your body,
Oh yeah.
especially when you was a 185-pound outside linebacker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was kind of rough.
Mm.
I gained weight as I went, but it was pretty rough, and I took a lot of punishment.
Uh-huh.
So by the time I got to pro, I had injuries that was already sustained and there. And
It's usually the case though, coming out if you're on a good team and you play often enough, you can't play something like a game like that and not have something happen.
well, I played hard a long time, and like I said, I started as a freshman, and I end up with 147 total tackles. That was pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, nothing to complain about, but back to the church.
Okay, and then after that you went to
Yeah, yeah.
gospel?
Well, I got into the gospel, and I saw this thing on Bobby Jones, and he said, "Send in a tape, send in a tape." So I was like, oh, "Okay, let me try it. Let me see what's up."
Sure.
So I took my chances. I put in a little tape, and I sent it to him. He called me back. He said he wanted me to come down to Tennessee. They was gonna fly me down on a little bitty plane. A little bitty plane. So I got one of the deacons from the church, and he flew down there with me, and I mean we went down there, and I kind of turned it up. Had a great time. Bobby Jones was cool.
Okay.
The show was cool.
Bobby Jones.
So he said, well,
He had his own TV show, didn't he?
he had the Gospel Network.
Right,
yeah.
right,
One of the
right.
longest TV shows that was on the on
Right,
the
I
cable.
remember. Yeah.
So after that show, he decided that I was good enough to come to the Young Artist Retreat. So I was like, sure, I'll come. And the Young Artist Retreat was a place where they teach you about the industry of music. How to prepare your CDs, how to get your singing right, and your all the business end of it, and give you a chance to sing alongside of some of the big celebrities.
Sure.
It was fun. Tamala Man, Mr. Man.
Really?
Cool. Oh, yeah.
Okay, all right.
Man, Donnie McClurkin, Yolanda Adams, Ty Tribute, Albertina Walker, Shirley Caesar. It was some people there. And I took advantage of it. And I talked to a lot of people and got just different comments of stuff and criticisms here, there, what I needed to do, how I needed to just keep working here, there, whatever. But it was really cool. It was so cool just to be there. So, moving on.
No. No, go ahead.
It's just so much.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. But I mean,
It's-
that right there alone is a fabulous experience to be in the presence of that level of entertainment, be it gospel or secular.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's definitely an opportunity to learn, how it's done on that
Yeah.
level, because it is most definitely different once you get to that level.
Exactly, exactly. Well, I moved on and I went there and I was at 2 of his shows. I ended up coming back home to Ypsi. I was living in Florida for a while. I ended up coming back to live here, and I met a guy named Michael Lewis. Bad man. Oh God.
Michael Lewis, what did he do?
He played the keyboard.
Keyboard,
But he split it. He split the keyboard into organ, piano, strings, and guitar. And I'm like, how you gonna do all that? He said, watch me. And he played the guitar, he played the organ, he played bass lines and stuff. I was like, man. So we had a little 3-piece band. He taught me into singing R&B. That was the first real getting into the R&B heavy. And
I knew a brother like that.
I
What's
got
his name?
into it.
What's his name again?
Michael Lewis.
Michael Lewis.
Yeah, but he died about 10 years ago now. I miss Big Mike.
How long you been in Detroit, man?
I was born in Detroit,
Oh, okay.
but I grew up in Ypsi.
Okay. But when you were born in Detroit, you grew up in Nipsey. Were you involved in the entertainment, music,
Nope.
studios, and so forth like that?
Nope.
No.
I'll get to
That.
that. I'll get to that.
Okay.
I
Because I
will get to
mean,
that.
I'm hearing this right now. You're at how old are you in this gospel thing?
Oh, gospel. I was into the gospel for pretty much 30 years.
Ah. Okay. All right.
Yeah, yeah. For 30 years, I was in the, I mean, from birth till, that's what I
Yeah.
grew
Yeah.
up
Yeah.
in,
Sure. Sure.
you know, the
Yeah.
family.
Same thing here.
Okay, yeah. So
Yeah.
you know,
I do.
you know how it go.
I do.
Yeah. So, yeah, Mike got me into the R&B. It was fun, and we got a chance to go to Greektown. Boy, that was my first real experience with being in Detroit and performing in Detroit in front of Detroiters.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, it was.
That's a different thing right there.
Oh, it's a different animal. Let me tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Especially at the casino, we was at Greektown,
Uh-huh.
and you know Greektown, I wasn't hip to it, but they played us 5 hours worth of singing. You know, we got $150 or something like that.
Yeah.
You know how it go, and I was just happy to be there doing it. But you got to get there, go through the custom check in, and you know how it go.
Yeah.
You know. So anyway, from that band, after Mike passed, somebody else came to see me at Greektown, and he picked me up. A guy named Tom Nelson. He was in God, I can't think of his name of his band no more. Anyway,
Yeah.
I was with him for a while, and then I met this lady from Detroit, Denise Davis, in the Motor City Sensations. that, that was my breakthrough. Hard. And I was really heavy in Detroit then. I sang at Hart Plaza. She had me sing,
Mm-hmm.
and that was my first time at Hart Plaza, and that was a ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to a couple places all around the city, and you know, she was working. Denise is a worker. She would take any little gig, don't care about how much it is. She said the more little ones we get, the more money we make. So I was like, okay. I didn't like that principle, but you know, I was with the program, and from there, me and Denise parted ways. Nothing bad, but I outgrew that situation, so to say, and I wanted to get my own band. So there's this guy I knew named Bob Toff, and it was a mixed band. And he said, "Yeah, I'll play for you, whatever you need." So we started playing, and the name of that band was Detroit Double Cross Band.
Oh, okay.
So now I'm starting to flourish. People are recognizing me. I'm getting a little following from this side and the other side, and you know I made a little crossover, and the name getting out there. So I won entertain. I didn't win it. I was nominated for Entertainer of the Year
Mm-hmm.
on the Detroit circuit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it was like,
What year was that?
that was 2019.
Oh, okay. Not too long ago.
Yeah.
Alright.
Before I won the big one.
Oh, okay.
Well, you know.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So, I'm still working with Detroit Double Cross Band here and there, but I ran into a Ray Ward,
That name sounds real familiar.
Fantastic Four.
Ray, that Ray.
Yeah.
Ah.
So Ray was like, "You be interested in singing with the Fantastic Four?" I said, "Well, I got my own thing," but he said, "Well, I need a backup." So I said, "I can do backup. I can back y'all up when you need somebody." So I end up being their backup. And I got to know the fellas pretty good, and we did some shows together. So now I'm balancing my group and the Fantastic Four. So I'm going back and forth. It was pretty busy, and some good things came out of it. The Entertainer of the Year, 21. That's with you on the show. Swear, me and you finally crossed paths, and
I loved it. I
yeah,
was like, this brother got some stuff going on
yeah,
here.
it was cool.
I
It
said,
was real cool to see
but
you
at
out
that
there.
time I wasn't doing this show.
No,
I was
but you
doing.
know, I felt honored because I heard so much about you. And somebody even told me that you was looking for somebody at one time.
Mm.
And I came to one of them private parties, and I came over. I think I mentioned something. I was like, "Well, you looking for somebody to sing?" And you said, "I think I got somebody already." I was like, "Okay, cool." And I think you did. I think you ended up picking up somebody. I can't remember who it was, but you had just picked them up.
Hmm.
So it was cool, though. It was all cool. So I've been doing my own thing, and
I think we was on our way to the Poconos
yeah,
uh,
I think so.
for that
hmm
particular.
So the meat of my independent thing really started happening. Okay, the band was going one way and they was singing crossover songs, and I kind of got tired of singing crossover. I wanted some original stuff, you know.
Hmm.
You know how it is.
Yeah, I do.
You feel it. You got to do that original thing, you
Uh-huh.
know.
Yeah.
And it just kept eating at me, and COVID came.
Oh, nasty COVID. Yeah, COVID
COVID.
unearthed a whole lot of things.
But you know, it was a blessing in a way because I was retired. I didn't have to go to work. I had a piano that Mike Lewis was telling me, just play the chords, just keep playing them chords. You'll figure it out. You'll get there. So I had time now to sit down and hit that piano.
Learn your craft.
Brother, I'm tell you, that first 3 to 4 weeks, it was kind of tough.
Uh-huh.
But after, just playing some simple chords,
Mm-hmm.
stuff started coming. 'Cause I can hear it. But it's just hearing and putting it down here.
Sure.
So I did whatever I had to do to make it work, Mark, which included calling my friends, Steve Jackson,
Oh, yeah.
Bill Malone,
Mm-hmm.
asking them, hey, man, I need some chords. Oh, yeah, I'll show you something. I'm like, okay, cool. And I got some books. And I even got an app on the telephone.
Okay, all right.
And some YouTube. So I started looking at the apps and reading and trying. I played the cornet when I was in junior high, so
Oh,
I
okay.
knew how to read music.
Okay, all right.
So that
So you
was
had some basis,
I had some
musical
basic.
foundation.
True. So
Right.
just
You knew a B was a
the
B and a C
change
and a C.
from this to this.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh,
You
yeah.
know, it's
Transition.
yeah.
I got it.
So it was a smooth transition. And I
Mhm.
started playing a little bit. So I was like, okay, well, let me look into this recording program what I done had on my computer for years.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I had a program I paid like $5 for, called Reasons. Reasons 5, I think it is. You know,
It
was
ain't
like,
$5 now.
oh man, I had that little program.
Yeah, it's probably a whole lot different from what you had for $5.
So now I'm like learning how to program my music. So I made one song. I think the name of that song was Dancing. I made it during COVID. And I was like, cause me and my wife, we ball wrong. We killed it.
Okay.
I mean, we good.
Yeah, okay.
We're real good.
All right.
Yeah. So
All
we
right.
ballroom dance together.
Okay, so let me stop you right there, man. I'm gonna stop you right there because I will be soon doing a video for a song called "Let Me Groove You,"
I got you, baby.
and it's a ballroom thing,
Oh,
you know.
I'm not Demetrius or Kevin, but I can get out.
I don't know who's Demetrius.
They're the number 1 and 2 ballroomers in Detroit.
Is that right?
Yeah, man.
Okay, man.
Yeah.
You got to educate. We got to talk, man. You got to talk.
I'm
We're gonna
here,
We're
baby.
gonna educate the
Yeah,
snot out of me because
look,
I don't
man.
really know. We with the Miracles, we traveled a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and I really didn't spend a whole lot of time around here, networking and
Yeah,
meeting
yeah.
people like that. I met a few people, but only people like if you were on a show with us or something like that. Because I work in my studio a lot, writing music and stuff like that. I reach out to people when I need a little extra flavor or whatever. But yeah, yeah. Let's take a break real quick.
Okay, yeah, let's do that. Let me get some
Yeah.
water. I'm
Oh
talking
my
too much.
goodness, man, you got so much there.
I
You
can't
know?
help it.
That's
You
okay. I'm
wanted the
loving it.
story.
I'm loving it.
You wanted it.
They want to know. Do you want to know? You want to know who Eddie Hughes is? We did a reel and sent it out on Facebook. Yeah, with your music. Some of your
Oh.
music. We're gonna talk about that.
Okay.
But you're watching Off the Cuff. I'm your host, Mark Scott, and our guest tonight is Eddie Hughes, songwriter, singer, producer, the whole nine. Sports, football player, ex-football player. I mean, he's just got so much on his plate. But you're watching Off the Cuff, live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and other top social media platforms on WJZZ Cool TV. So like us, follow us, comments, and subscribe to WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest station in the world, right here, based in Detroit, Michigan. So we're bringing it to you, and all these great interviews, like the one we're having tonight with Mr. Eddie Hughes. Go ahead.
Okay.
This is really getting interesting.
Yeah, it is, because now I'm bringing it back up to speed. I'm almost back to where we are now.
Mm-hmm.
And now is exciting because now I am a Fantastic Four.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, and my wife. Okay, let me slow down. My wife is from Jamaica,
Stop.
and
I just come back.
we went there back in August. Her cousin has a band, a bad band. Big up to the crew. Big up to the crew. That's the crew. That's
Oh, yeah.
that's their band.
That's the name of the crew. That's the name of the band. The crew.
The crew.
Okay.
Man.
In Jamaica.
Man. Out of Kingston.
Kingston.
Okay. So we there.
Bob Marley.
Her brother tells the cousin that I can sing and we need to get together. So he said, I've been hearing about you all these years, cousin, and you never sang with me or never tried to reach out. I said, no, I did try to reach out, but you were always busy going with those third world people you was playing with. You played with Shaggy, and you were just gone all the time every time I'd come down here. He said, well, now I got my own band, and you're going to play with me. I said, okay.
Okay. All right. Good enough.
He didn't ask me. He said, you're
Oh,
going
you're
to
going
play.
to play with me.
Okay. So
That's all right.
he say, you're a Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four is iconic in Jamaica. I said, what? He say, iconic. When I mean iconic, I mean legendary. I was like, I know what iconic means.
Yeah. Duh.
you know? So he breaking it down on me, and he's like, okay, well, we got these songs here called Mixed Up Moods and Attitudes, and they took the show on the road. I'm like, we don't sing them songs. We don't even know nothing about, I don't know nothing about them songs. He said, I'm going to give you 2 days to learn them. Come back, and we're going to sing on Friday. I was like, oh, my God.
Sound about right.
Bro.
That's reasonable. You should have it in the first night, actually.
Okay, Mark. Okay. Anyway.
Oh, I got some stories I can tell you. The kind of pressure the Miracles put on me when I got with Bobby Rogers.
Oh, God. I can believe it.
Yeah,
I believe
And
it.
it wasn't no 1 or 2 songs
Okay. So he broke it down on me. So I said, so when we going to rehearse? He said, we don't rehearse. You learn the material. We play the material. You sing. I was like, you serious? He said, yeah. I was like, oh, man, this cat's serious for real. So I got out there, and I sang the song, and they got this thing they do in Jamaica, and it's called Pull Up. I wasn't hip to it. So I got out there, I've been loving you from a distance, and the crowd just said, ah. He said, pull up, pull up, pull up. I'm like, what the hell? What's going on? And you know, it kind of took me out my game.
Sure.
Pull up mean is so good. When in Jamaica, if it's nice, you gotta do it twice. That's what they say. So man, they went back and we blowed that thing out, and it was like, you got to come back. You have to come back to the island. Come back for Valentine's Day. I was like, okay, I'll try to see what I can do. You know, in the back of my mind, I'm like, you know how much it costs to get to Jamaica? so they called me about 2 months later and say, we got a really big New Year's Eve show. We'll help pay for your ticket. We want you here. We want you to sing those 2 songs and more. I said, well, what other songs do you want? He said, just send me 25 of your songs that you can sing. So I sent him a list of songs. Bruh, he had all of them down. And then he had this one I had never done. And he put me on the spot again. It's if you go on YouTube, you can find it. It's the Love Song Melody.
Mm-hmm.
Love Songs Are Back Again.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like 4 or 5 different, no, it's more than that. It's about 8 different love songs in a melody. And we did that, and we killed it. We just killed it. It was beautiful. And I got some of that on my YouTube page if anybody want to go see it.
Yeah, where's that at?
It's Eddie Hughes 47 on YouTube. Or just saying Eddie Hughes, you'll find me.
Okay, Eddie Hughes.
Yeah.
I pulled you up today.
Yeah. You seen some stuff you
Well,
didn't see?
I wanted to do a reel on you. I told you I did a reel on you for Facebook, and I had already had a post.
Mm-hmm.
And so I said, let me do a reel, and then that you can add music to it, right?
Yeah.
And so I went in and I looked you up in the search, and put your music to the reel.
My man.
It's out there.
I'm gonna check it out.
I did that a few hours back.
Okay,
Just kind of spike people a little bit. Let them let you know that Eddie was gonna be on the show.
Oh man,
Hey, that was good. That was a Muhammad Ali moment. I want to let you know that Eddie Hughes gonna be on the show. That's good. I like that. I'm about to use that. Let's do a station ID because we're getting it to that point.
Okay. I know I'm long-winded.
No, that's all right. I'm loving that. Don't. I want to know everything because I'm learning myself. So you're watching Off the Cuff. I'm your host, Mark Scott, on Wjzz Cool TV, streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, and all top social media platforms. So join us every Tuesday at 7 to 8. Every Tuesday from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. on Off the Cuff. And we want you to leave comments, share us, and then subscribe. We really want to hear from you. We want you to join the little family and the journey that we're on for 2024. So thank you so much for tuning in again. Wjzz Cool TV, the coolest TV station in the world.
Yes, sir.
Y'all know that.
Yes, sir.
So Jamaica, which I saw some of your video on YouTube, you jamming. I saw you jamming.
Okay.
You got a song out. Tell us about some of the songs that's on your album.
Yeah, I figure I better hurry up and get to them.
No, you got plenty of time. Go ahead.
Okay, so, all this time I've been singing to the ladies. I'm an entertainer, Mark.
No.
I'm a heavy entertainer.
I saw you.
So my thing is to make the people feel good when they come to the show. Because if not, you can just turn the radio on if that's, Okay. I ain't going to just stand there and sing flatfoot. I want to entertain you.
Yeah.
So if you ever come see me, you'll know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm going to be there.
Entertaining.
I'm going to be there.
So my wife, I love her. I do. But she got this understanding that when I'm singing to the ladies, she knows that, she's going home with me.
Okay.
This is all part of the job, the show, or however you want to put it.
Of course.
So, but she hit me one day. She say, "You don't never sing me a song." So now I'm stuck. I'm like, okay. So I ran down to the
You don't
dungeon.
sing like that to me.
I ran down to the dungeon and I got busy. So I came up with this song, my last release, which is called Crazy About You.
Crazy About You.
Brother.
That's the one I played for you, real.
Brother, let me tell
That's
you.
a nice song. I like it.
Bruh.
You guys gonna have to go to his YouTube station. It's Eddie Hughes 47, right?
Yeah.
Eddie Hughes 47.
And you
on
can go to
YouTube.
Spotify, iHeartRadio, all of them, all the social media. Amazon even got it. Facebook even got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can listen to it. Bro, let me tell you. I put that song out. I had a slick idea. I said, well, I'm going to release it just before Christmas. And I released it.
Crazy About You.
Crazy About You. And that song has got, about 30,000 streams since December.
Mm.
And it's been it then went around the world. Not bragging. I'm just thanking God for
Absolutely.
the grace.
Absolutely. Praise the Lord, for sure.
Let me tell you.
Yeah. His blessings are abound.
Man, the song is if you like to ballroom, and not so much, but line dancing, I think you can really get some you can get some line dancing in on it. It's got that beat.
Yeah.
It's at
I like it.
the right tempo.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she loves it. She does ballroom and she does the line dancing, and she has a group of ladies that does ballroom.
Oh, Sookie.
Yeah, and they do line dancing, so they about to put a little step together.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah,
Oh, yeah.
we're gonna see what it do.
Okay.
You know, whatever it do, I'm happy, and it was her song, so that's for my wife. But I have other songs out there.
Yeah.
In my fairy tale, that's crazy too.
Is that a ballroom tune as well?
It's more of it's one of them fun songs that when you listen to it, it just make you really listen to it, and the music just keep you going. The piano part is just like Steve Jackson told me, Eddie Hughes, you played all the white keys and all the black keys. You killed that song. And coming from Steve Jackson,
Oh, for sure. For
man,
sure.
come on. I have
Steve's
to
the
take
man.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a.
So
You guys had Steve. I had Steve on the show about 3 episodes back, and he's a producer, songwriter, singer. Well, no, wait a minute, he doesn't sing.
No, Steve don't sing.
He don't sing.
Back
So,
up.
yeah.
Back it up.
Yeah.
Pull up.
Songwriter, producer,
Yeah.
a musician.
Yeah.
Is what I wanted to say. And he's a good friend of both of us. Go ahead.
Right, yeah. And there's one other song that I made called I Want You. And that's it's a real smooth ballad, and I love that song. That's my favorite. It is because I try to everybody say I got a high register with my voice, and I usually sing high register just like you do. But not as high as you, but yeah.
I do it again.
Yeah, so I tried to take it in my lower register, and it came out pretty nice. It really came out nice, and that one has about 100,000 streams.
Okay.
Yeah, so, and they're all on the YouTube, the iHeartRadio, all of the platforms.
Okay.
So, this is what I want you to do. Like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Please. Thank you.
You guys heard that, yeah. Like, subscribe, and ring the bell. I like that. That's cute. That's cute. So, how many projects have you done? Solo.
I have 13
Albums?
singles. I have 12 singles and 1 album.
Oh.
I have a gospel. No. Pull that up. 11 but I got 2 gospel ones. I got 1 gospel single, and I got 1 gospel album.
Okay.
The rest of them are singles. A lady told me a long time ago, when you're starting out, it's probably better to do singles. And I kind of took that advice in hand. You know, I'm a nobody trying to be somebody, trying
Pebble
to
on
make
the
a
beach.
noise.
I
You
tell
know,
people all the time, I'm just a pebble on the beach.
that's all. That's all.
Well, I mean,
I enjoy what I do.
humble, humility, man.
I really enjoy what I do,
I love it.
and I feel like this. And if I like it, there are a billion people in the world. If 500 million like it, I'm in the house.
I'm in the house. Yeah. Yeah.
It's a number game.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a number game.
Yeah.
Everybody is not gonna like everything you do.
No,
Learned that at the Bobby Jones show.
no, for sure.
And they said sometimes you have to have scales for skin. Because everybody ain't gonna like everything you
No,
do.
not at all.
But don't focus on everybody. Focus on what you like. Focus on making yourself feel good. Put your energy into what you make. And that energy will transform to the people who like it. And then they'll share it. And it's that simple.
Mm-hmm.
Don't try to be something you're not. Don't try to be, I can't be Luther Vandross.
Now, this is some sound advice for all you people starting out with your career. It makes a difference when you have that mindset when you go to work with other people, particularly producers.
Yeah,
and
I can-
and
yeah.
people like that. And they analyze character. When they're working with somebody, it's not just whether you have a good voice or whether you can sing or you can dance or whatever. You have to be able. People need to be able to work with you,
That's true.
and you need to be open to learn. Always
Well,
open to learn.
I talked to a guy named Eddie Holman at the last show we did with the Fantastic Four.
Mm-hmm.
And he was backstage, and I was pretty starstruck. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, that's Eddie Holman. Hey there, lonely girl. And I was like, I used to sing that as a kid. And he right here next to me. I gotta talk to him. So I talked to him, and he told me he a gospel minister, and he told me about his start and how he started in church, and we sat there and we talked. He said, but son, you never stop learning. I'm still learning to this day.
For sure.
He said, you never stop learning. And if you catch somebody and they tell you they know everything, walk away from
For
it.
sure. For sure.
That was advice from Eddie Holman.
Mm-hmm. My daddy used to tell me, he said, when you get to the point where you can't learn anything and nobody can tell you anything, you might as well throw in the towel.
Yeah.
Because you're not no good to nobody, including yourself. So
Yeah.
you always keep an open mind.
It's the only way you can grow.
Only way you can grow.
It's the only way you can
don't be
grow.
afraid. Don't be afraid to mess up or have a glitch or whatever. Because if you don't do that, you don't know how to correct it.
Well, the only time you don't want to mess up is if you're playing football and you forget to play and you go the wrong way.
That's cute. That's cute. All right. So, did you want to? You got a website?